Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, the Senzo Meyiwa Trial continues, a trial within a trial. On Monday, the 4th March 2024, when Advocate Mngomezulu requested the court to reopen Muzi Sibiya's case because he wanted to bring new witnesses, we saw Advocate Baloyi, becoming uncomfortable, restless, and he contended that the case not be reopened and the new witnesses not be allowed to take the stand since they do not have anything to do with the trial within a trial. This was also confirmed by Advocate Ngumalo and Advocate Mshololo when they said they thought, as per their agreement, those witnesses would be relevant in the main trial. Even though the other council members and Advocate Baloyi showed they were not in support of Advocate Mngomezulu's decision, Judge Ratha allowed the witnesses to be called and he reopened Muzi Sibiya's case. In the beginning of the court hearing, Advocate Baloyi shows dissatisfaction and expresses his objection to the court for allowing the 3 new witnesses to take the stand. He further indicates to the court his intention as the state to use General Leshabane as the state's witness. And this is what made Judge Ratha to say, in that case, General Leshabane won't be allowed to be used by the defense because it is law that when a witness agrees to be used by the state, then the defense won't be given that opportunity to use that same witness. Family, my understanding is that since the court is still busy with the trial within a trial, anything that will not assist in proving to the court that the confession statement was done freely and voluntarily or the other way round will be a waste of time because the court will make its ruling based on relevant information only. Yes, Makhubu came. He was questioned and led by Advocate Mngomezulu. He gave information that made most of us too excited. But the question is, the information or the testimony that he was giving, is it helping? Is it going to assist Muzi Sibiya to prove to the court that he was coerced into signing the confession statement? Family, to answer this question, I want us to carefully listen at Makhubu when Advocate Baloyi questioned him. Listen carefully at his responses.
The confession of accused number 1, is that correct?
Uthe awuzange ube ingxenye yokuthi ubhale uma umsolo egonyulu. That is correct.
You were also not involved in the pointings out that took place on the 5th of June 2020, is that correct?
Futhi nokukhomba okwayenzakala nge-5 zika June 2020 wawukade ungasi ingxenye yakho. That is correct.
And those are the issues that the court is seized with at the moment, so your evidence is not helpful as far as those 2 aspects are concerned, the taking down of the confession of accused number 1, as well as the pointing out that took place on the 5th of June 2020. The confession took place on the 30th of May 2020. You cannot be of any assistance to the court as far as those 2 statements are concerned, is that correct?
Lezi zinto ezimqoka ezisilethelana namuhla ukuthi abasolo abayibayokhomba futhi bagonyuluka ukuthi nge-5 zika June 2020 nange-30 zika May 2020 wena wawukade ungasingxenye yakho lokho kusho ukuthi ubufakazi bakho abukwazi ukuthi kungasiza inkantolo ngalezo zinto ezimbini ukukhomba nokugunyuluka kwakho. That is correct.
You don't know the circumstances under which those statements were obtained.
Futhi awazi nokuthi leza statement zabhalwa noma zatholwa kanjani. Yes, I do not know.
You testify that you were appointed by the National Commissioner and the Minister
Uthe wena uye waphakanyiswa noma wamiswa commissioner no minister
to be involved in this investigation.
ukuthi uzophenya kule cala. That is correct.
If you say we, who are you referring to?
Uma uthi sa thina usho abobani? It was myself,
Colonel Teles,
Colonel Buthelezi,
Colonel Ramohale,
Colonel Ramohale,
also Colonel Geninda by then.
And-
Colonel Geninda.
and Colonel Gininda. By then he was still Colonel.
But were you all appointed at the same time?
Nonke
These people that you've mentioned, were you all appointed at the same time?
nakhethwa nonke ngesikhathi esisodwa.
Maskade Sot.
Yes, at the same time, man.
And when was that? When did this appointment take place?
Bekunini ngayiphi date ngamuphi unyaka?
18 is November 2018.
On the 18th of November in 2018.
The evidence of Brigadier Ginina is that they took over as a cold case unit in 2019. What is your comment?
Brigadier Gininda yena uthe bona baye bafika basebenza baqala ukusebenza kuleli cala ngo-2019 njenge cold case unit.
Mina ngiyazi police case unit amaphoyiseni angiyazi.
I do not know the cold case unit in the police service.
But you just testified about the cold case unit. How can you say you don't know about it?
Manje mawuthi awuyazi cold case unit usho kanjani ngoba bowuphana ubufakazi ngayo?
No, ngibuzwe ngama case ukuthi kanjani ama case ay cold case unit, not unit.
I was asked about the type of cases. What type of cases are referred to as cold case units, not the unit itself.
You testify that the cold case unit deals with cases that have been filed. Is that correct?
Kodwa uthe i-cold case unit isebenza ngama case ekuthi sewafayiliwe. Iqiniso lelo? That is correct.
But Brigadier Gininda outlined the mandate of the cold case unit as working on cases that have not been resolved, not filed.
Brigadier Gininda yena uye wachaza kabanzi ukuthi i-cold case unit isebenza ngamacala angaqedwanga, hayi amacala afayiliwe.
Anje ngichaze le ndaba.
May I explain?
Yes.
Idocket lisaphenywa. Elisaphenywa.
A docket that is still investigated.
Alibandi lelo docket ngoba lisaphenywa.
It's not a cold.
Sesandleni se-investigating officer.
It's not.
Lisaqhubeka yaphenywa.
It's not a cold
case-
docket because it's still in the hands of an investigating officer and they're still investigating it. Qhubeka.
I-case ebandayo, i-case esefiling.
A cold case, it's a case that is on file.
That's why it's a cold case because ifayiliwe.
And that is why it is referred to as a cold case because it has been filed.
Is it your understanding of the mandate of the cold case unit?
Ukuzwisisa kwakho kokuthi cold case unit isebenza kanjani.
Angizwisisi ngiyazi.
It is not my understanding, it's my knowledge.
Anyway, we're not going to enter into a debate into that, but Brigadier Gininda testified that the mandate of the cold case unit is to deal with cases that have not been resolved.
Uthi-ke ngeke
Not
siphikisane
cases that have been filed.
ngeke siphikisane ngalokho kodwa uBrigadier Gininda yena uye wathi amacala akusetshenzwa ngawo kwi-cold case unit amacala ayikuthi awaqedwanga.
You mentioned that there were two teams working on this matter regarding the death of Mr. Senzo Meyiwa, is that correct?
Uthe kuye kwaba namaqembu amabini abekade esebenza ngaleli cala lika Mufi uSenzo Meyiwa. Iqiniso lo?
Ithe ekahambeni kwe-investigation
I said
kwaba nokuhlukana kwaba nokuqhezuka kwaba-team ayi-2.
I said as the investigation proceeded, then that's when there were two teams where we divided.
And he testified that these teams were of different opinions, is that correct?
Uthe lamaqembu lawa wayekade ehlukene ngemicabango.
Yebo kanjalo.
That is correct.
This is regarding what?
Benihlukaniswa yini kule micabango?
Besehlukaniswa indaba yesenzakalo se-crime scene eyenzakala eFosloras.
We were divided by the place of the crime scene of what happened in Fosloras.
Yes.
Yebo?
Is that correct that there are two theories?
Iqiniso ukuthi nemibono ehlukile emibini.
Yebo kanjalo.
That is correct.
And what are those theories?
Nina nibona kanjani?
How is that going to help us resolve the admissibility of the confession?
Yes, that's just based on his evidence. But just one aspect on this point, my lord. You mentioned that you were an investigator in 636, Fosloras 63610/2014. Is that correct?
Uche wawukade ungumphenyi kwi-Fosloras case 63610/2014.
Ngumphenyi ukhona.
Yes, I am an investigator.
But is that correct?
Kodwa iqiniso lokho?
Yebo iqiniso.
Yes, it is correct.
But is it not so that you were appointed inspector of Fosloras case 3751 of 2019?
Akusiyiqiniso na ukuthi wena ubukade uphiwe ukuthi uphenye kuleli cala lika 375/10/2019.
3751 of 2019.
3751 yaka 2019.
Le docket lika Fosloras 375/1/2019.
Yebo.
Livele masloke Spenya Fosloras 636 of 10/2014.
The docket of 375/1/2019 emanated as we were busy investigating the docket of 63610 of 2014.
And is it correct that you are the co-investigator in that case, Fosloras 3751 of 2019?
Iqiniso ukuthi wena umphenyi ophethe la kuleli cala lika 375/1/2019.
No, selipanya sababili. No, yimi no Colonel Teddy.
The matter is being investigated by myself and Colonel Buthelezi.
So in fact, you are not the investigating officer in Fosloras 63610 of 2014, but you are the investigating officer in 3751 of 2019, is that correct?
Kusho ukuthi wena awusiyena umphenyi waka 63610 of 2014, ungumphenyi wecala le 3751 of 2019.
Njengoba sengishilo ukuthi idocket le 375 liphume from Fosloras case 366.
Like I said, that the docket 3751 of 2019 came from the docket of 636
Yes.
of 10/2014.
Yes, and you carried on with the investigation in 3751 of 2019, is that correct?
Waqhubeka ke kuphenyo lika 3751 of 2019.
Yebo.
That is correct.
So it will not be correct to say that you are the investigating officer in Fosloras 63610 of 2014.
Kusho ukuthi akusilona iqiniso uma kuthiwa wena ungumphenyi waka 63610/2014.
2014 nawo wonke.
I have all the dockets, 636, 10, 2014, and the other one.
But Warrant Officer Maku, without belaboring that point, the docket that you are currently carrying, it's Foslores Cast 3751 of 2019, is that correct?
Uthi kodwa idokoto ewulphethe u-3751 of 2019. Iqiniso?
Njengoba ngisho ngithi ngwaphethe oyi-2, akhona oyi-2 in my possession kimi.
My Lord,
Akhona.
as I am saying, I have both of them in my possession.
Are you investigating both dockets?
Waphenya womabini.
Mangisebenza le case le 375. Angithi ngicala ngibheka ngapha ku 636.
As I'm working on the case 375, I firstly refer to 636.
Now, the procedure that you've outlined regarding the arrangements for the confession, that you make arrangements with your branch commander, is it documented anywhere?
Leziya inyathelo ewuthe esowukhulume ngazo ukuthi uzokhulumisana no branch commander wakho kunala ukuthi kuye kwabhalwa khona na.
Into engayiyela ngayifundiswa. Into engikhuluma la, into engayifundela.
That's-
Into esuka kimi ngayifundela, ngayifundiswa.
That is what I was taught. It's not what I just think of or just something that I know. It's something that I was taught.
But what I'm asking you is it documented anywhere?
Uthi umshushisi kunala iyabhalwa khona na.
Hey, balok laba bayasifundisa eklasini phela.
Was-
Yibo babaphethe ama-module.
It was
Class A.
documented. It was documented by our lectures in class, as they are the ones that had the modules.
You agree that the evidence that you gave regarding the arrest of accused number 1 on the 19th of March 2020, that is what you heard from other people. You've got no first-hand knowledge regarding that, is that correct?
Uyavuma ukuthi ubufakazi obuzwe ngalokhu kuboshwa kukamsola wokuqala nge-19 zika March 2019 yinto eyikuthi uyizwe kwabanye abantu awunalo ulwazi ngakho.
Ngizwe eChlorokop.
Yes, I had it in Chlorokop when I was called.
Thank you, my lord. Those are the only aspects.
Yeah, just for my interest, because I'm shocked at what you say. You're saying the minister had originally appointed 40 investigators, 40.
Uthi uminister ubekade yena eqashe abantu abawu-40 ebekade bephenya kwicala.
Be-14.
Before us, my lord,
Sir,
Yes.
did you say the minister had appointed 40 investigators?
uthi inkantolo ifuna ukwazi ukuthi uthe uminister uthe wayekade eqashe abantu abawu-40 abaphenya kwicala.
Uminister njengoba bengishilo la. Ngithe uminister uthe bokunabantu abawu-40 kule case.
As I have said, my lord,
Wabaqosha.
the minister said there were 40 people in this case and he dismissed
All of them?
Bonke,
Bonke.
all of them.
Well, I'll reserve my comments.
Uthi ngeke
Thank
aphawule
you, sir.
uzawuthula ngalo.
Yes, Mr. Mngomezulu.
From the question that were asked by my colleague regarding docket 375 and docket 636, is it the same crime scene?
Uthi ummeli ke kumibuzo ebuzwe umshushisi leli dokodo u636 no375 la kwenzakele isigameko yindawo eyodwa.
Indawo eyodwa.
Yes, it is the same crime
Is
scene.
it the same suspects?
Abasolwa bona labo abafanayo kulamacala omabili. No. No.
Will you able to
Mr.
Sorry.
Mngomezulu, you're aware
Sorry.
that you're abusing the process.
No.
You are aware.
I'm aware of that, sorry.
Yeah, please.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, is there any other witness you're calling, sir?
No,
No other witness.
no other witness.
Is that number 2's case now?
That's number 2's case, number 1's case.
I mean, sorry, number 1's case. Yes, Mr. Baloyi, you say?
As a court, please, my lord, we're ready to argue.
Family, during the cross-examination by Advocate Baloyi, we hear Makhubu indicating that he has the 2 dockets, docket 636 and docket 375 of Fosloras. He says, I have both the dockets. Then when it is the turn of Advocate Mngomezulu to ask questions, to re-examine, Advocate Mngomezulu asked Makhubu about the suspects in both dockets. His question is, the 2 dockets, do they have the same suspects? Then Makhubu says that 2 dockets have different suspects. Now my question is, let's assume the judge allowed Makhubu to mention the names of the suspects under docket 375 and the names of the dockets under 636 and compare the 2. Was that information, that's my question, was that information going to help with the admissibility of the confession statement? And my answer is a big no. But instead, family, or maybe let me say, why do I say a big no? It is because we are still on a trial within a trial. So anything that is not contributing towards the assisting of the admissibility of the confession statement, it's a waste of time. It's not going to help at all. Hence, I'm saying it's a big no. But instead, such information, the information that Makhubu gave the court today, would rather be more valuable and more relevant in the main trial, not in a trial within a trial. So that's my own opinion. In the comment section, family, if you agree with me, let's talk. If you differ with me, please educate me. I'm willing and ready to learn. Thank you very much, family, for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye.